Hello, my name is Olu Roberts. Welcome to the message. The message is this thing that I started on YouTube. Like it's to reach out there to people, people that just need to hear real things, and the inspiration of it is all Christ related, Jesus related, God related. Because only God is the truth, and only God is the wisest. And I plan to try my best to reach out there to my peers and even older people if I can, and to try to reach out there and teach them what I know, and from what I've been through, and do all that through Jesus and through God. And before I start, I just want to let you guys know that I'm trying to go into ministry, and so I'm in the phase of my life right now where I'm trying to learn more about God. I'm reading the Bible, surrounding myself around ministers and good Christians. And before I continue, I just want to let you guys know, please try to listen, and please try to get something out of this. And I know there's gonna be people out there hating, because this world is filled with haters. But it's whatever. The only person that I'm concerned about is God, and I know God sees this as a right thing. So if He's gonna be my only fan, then it's whatever. Today's tubasode, tubasode as in YouTube, and episode. I'm sorry for my corniness, but on today's tubasode, it's just gonna be an introduction of Jesus, of who Christ is, and who Jesus is, and what is a Christian. First of all, I like to ask the question. The first question that I want to put out there is what is a Christian? What is a Christian? What is a Christian? What is a Christian? Well, like, to me, in this series, I'm gonna express my ideas, and express how I feel about subjects, and how the Bible relates to me. And if you relate to it, okay. If you don't, you give your feedback. Let's try not to be negative, because my sole purpose is to try to be positive and do something positive with myself as a young man, and try to prove to the world that not all teenagers are sucked into unnecessary things. Well, continue to the question of what is a Christian. See, what is a Christian? A Christian is somebody who I believe, somebody who acknowledges the fact that Christ was and Christ still is. Somebody that understands the sacrifice that He made, and just a great gift of redemption that He gave to mankind. If anybody acknowledges that and recognizes Jesus' love, you are a Christian. If you have that in your heart, and God is, Jesus is, and and you're filled with the Holy Ghost, you're a Christian. And yeah, just know Jesus. Somebody that's excited about Jesus, somebody that just loves Jesus, knows and loves Him. And knowing Him is not enough, guys. Knowing Jesus, just knowing His name is not enough. Knowing His name is not enough. You gotta acknowledge Him. Try to have a relationship with Him. Who can be a Christian? All right, who can be a Christian? Anybody can be a Christian. Let me tell you now, a Christian doesn't have a type of skin color, a type of ethnicity, a type of a type of background, a Christian doesn't have any look. A Christian is, anybody could be a Christian. Anybody. When you acknowledge your Father, you acknowledge your Father in heaven, you acknowledge Christ, you are a Christian. Like that's one of the things I used to struggle with. I always thought like Christians had this certain look, like Christian wasn't me. Like I was so young because I acted different. I dressed different. I was just different, and the neighborhood that I grew up in the background that I'm from, we barely talk about Jesus, and everybody we're just different. We were different from the average kid. So, I never knew if I never knew if this Christian thing was me. But the thing is, anybody could be a Christian, even the nigga out, excuse my language, the guy out there that thinks is big and bad or thuggish, the hardest guy, and nobody hard enough for Jesus, and nobody, your heart is, no man on this earth's heart is too cold or too rugged for the love of Jesus, because Jesus loves us all right? Okay, we're gonna move on. Who is Jesus? That is a question that you should ask yourself. Try to reflect on what you already know. Who is Jesus? Who is Jesus to you? Okay, to me, Jesus is Jesus. As we know, everybody, we probably knew this since we all were young. Jesus was God's son that was sent on earth. Jesus was a teacher. He was born out of a virgin Mary. His father was a carpenter. All that good stuff. And the most important part of God, of Jesus is like he was pure. He was pure, no sin. That's a role model we should try to follow. The guy was perfect. The guy was so perfect. What a good guy. He was just so perfect. No sin, just pure, just pure hearted, and he loved every man. Like I said, a Christian has no look. Everybody can be a Christian. Jesus hung out with the worst of the worst. If you're out there and you think you're big bad, you're super badass, Jesus hung out with badasses. Jesus hung out with the thieves, all the sinners. That's all Jesus hung out with. Because he was just real like that. That's how I picture. Jesus was just real. He accepted everybody, and that's real love. I wish if everybody was like Jesus in this world, we won't have no problems. Everybody would get along, because Jesus saw he was blinded. He was blinded by differences. Everybody was the same to him, and he loved everybody equally. All right, and another key thing with Jesus, he came to deliver us from our sins. Like, this man was born pure. He committed no sin. He was a pure man. God sent his pure son to die on the cross for us. Somebody that died without sins. Somebody that was born without sins. He, at the end of the day, he died with a bunch of millions and millions of burden put upon him, because all the sins of the world was put upon him. It was all on him. Imagine that, just so many sins put on one man, somebody who was born pure, put on him. You know why? Because God loved us, and Jesus loved us. God loved us, and you ain't nobody's gonna love you like God, and not even your parents. God loves you. And imagine, will you ever do that? Will you think about it? Will you ever die for other sins? You know, will you ever do that? I mean, it's bogus. I'm not gonna lie. I can't do that. See, that's what's different from me and Jesus. Jesus is just too perfect. And oh, what is a sin? You know, what is a sin? A sin. You see, to me, a sin. Anything that go against God's words, or anything that goes against God's word and His commandments, that's a sin. And the only way to understand, you pick up that Bible and you read it, and it's all in there. Right now, I can't go off head. You know, this is my first video. I'm gonna be more prepared next video. But yeah, a sin is basically, you know, a sin is basically anything that God that is frowned upon God. You know, that God frowned upon. You know, He doesn't like that God doesn't like anything that goes against God's word, anything that goes against God's moral codes. You know, anything that's just not right. Anything that's not right. Like, and that's the thing. If you commit sin, you'll get a consequence. Every sin comes with a consequence. And as a youth, as a teenager, you know, we commit the most sins because we haven't matured. Like, most of us, we haven't matured. We haven't gone past sin because all the pleasure of this world, all this junk that we're sucked into, we live in a vortex of unnecessary living, of an unnecessary lifestyle. We want to party, drink, have sex, all this stuff. But all these things that we're doing is all sin. Like is all sin. Everything is sin. Like, watch your steps, guys. Watch your step. Like, just think, sit and think. This is coming from another teenager. I mean, I'm not about to say here I'm perfect. I have my mistakes, but I try so hard. I try. And that's what you should do. I mean, God predicts your sin before you do it. Because Jesus died on the cross for your sins, all your sins. But that doesn't mean you got to keep doing it, just sinning and sinning. Like, be aware of your sins. Try to stop it. Try to stop yourself. Or Jesus' a gift of redemption is just put in vain. It's put in vain. So step your game up out there, guys, man. Just like, acknowledge your sins, like, acknowledge you're doing wrong, and try to fix it. Try to fix it, please. And me, I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner. I'm trying. I'm a sinner, and that's real. You see, we're just gonna be real on these videos, and more to come. I'll just be real with you guys. I'm always be real, because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm trying so hard, but I'm not perfect. Only Jesus was perfect. Only God's perfect, and Jesus is still perfect. Well, I like to close out with giving a couple of words out there to my peers, my brothers and sisters out there, kids my age. I'm 17 years old, so I like to give a few words out there to kids around my age range. You know, our generation is screwing up. We are screwing up. We are tripping. We are tripping. Listen up, some of you guys are out there. Like, I'm not even gonna say some of you. All of you guys are so freaking beautiful. You guys are beautiful beings. Like, in the Bible it says, when God created all these things, He created the stars, the universe. He created all these amazing things, the seas, all these things, and he said it was good. But when he created man, he said it was very good. You guys are perfect. So I don't know why us especially as teenagers we go out there trying to look for things that we think would make us more perfect, or go looking for things that we think would make us this or that. We try to impress people. We try to fit in. You don't need to fit in, guys. You guys were created uniquely. God created you guys so uniquely. God created you guys in the most perfect form that nobody can be you and you can't be nobody. You know, we all created like different, like so different, and we're all perfect. We're all perfect, you know. God created us perfect, so there's no need to go out there chasing for things, you know. Like wake up, brothers and sisters. Like wake up. There's no need, because when you go out chasing things, you go out chasing the most unnecessary things. You just fall into sin. Like some kids that because they want to be with the cool kids, the popular kids. Some of them get sucked up into partying a lot, going out to party. Some of them get caught up in smoking, all that, and I know that there's gonna be some of you guys out there like, oh my gosh, what is this guy talking about? Weed? No, dude. Nothing wrong with weed, man. Nothing's wrong with weed, guys. All right. I mean, we all have our opinions, but at the end of the day, anything that's not anything that's not related to God, and that's not like, my point is, instead of chasing unnecessary things, go chase the right thing. You got an ultimate best friend up there in heaven, and that's your Father God, and He looks down on you every day. I could just picture God just every day just looking down like, oh my gosh, where did I go wrong? You know, but He loves us so much that he like, that's the thing. God loves us so much He gave us a choice. God could easily snap His finger. We do this, and we could be perfectly bound down for our whole lifetime, and not doing nothing for our whole lifetime but bowing down. God could just do that. Or we could be in a strict or orderly function, church every day. Examples like that, you know. God could do anything He wants with us. But the thing is, He loves us so much, He gives us a choice. He gives us choice. And some of us will choose to go to hell. And hell is a reality. I'm telling you, if you don't fix yourself, you're going to hell. And I'll be strict with it. Some people try to beat around the bush, and somebody being so bold with the word hell is like, oh God, no, don't say that. Don't say. No, straight up. If you screw up in this world, you're going straight to hell. Earth, there's not some kind of playground. There's a test zone. This is a testing zone. We're in the phase of testing. God is watching us to see who is worth uniting with Him when the time comes. And that's it, brothers and sisters. Just step your game up. Wake up. Yeah. Well, that's it. This tubisode wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. The idea just came in my head. But please give me feedback. Don't hate. Please don't hate me. I don't want no negative hate. I just want more. I want more supporters than haters. And I'm just trying to do something positive. You know, I've been through a lot in life. And God has brought me this far. I've been screwing up in life so bad. I don't even think I should be living right now. So can you guys please try to support me? I'm just trying to be real with people out there, you know. And I love doing this. I love reaching out to people, especially my peers. So give me feedback, share, like, comment, whatever, and try to suggest try to give me some suggestions for topics, because I'll mostly talk about Jesus and God and the Bible. But if you have anything out there, that needs to be talked about, anything that you feel like it should be discussed, and I love speaking, so, and I love a debate. You can email it to me. You can email it to me at Olu Roberts, OLUROBERTS, the message, THEMESSAGE, at gmail.com. Thank you for taking your time to watch. Thank you for taking your time for watching this 20-minute video or so. Tune in for the next one. Try to give me feedback so I can have the drive to do the next one. Share.